കവിയുടെയും മലയാള കവിതയുടെയും പാരമ്പര്യത്തിൽ നിന്നാണ് ഞാൻ വരുന്നത്. അന്യന്റെ കണ്ണില് വെളിച്ചം സ്വന്തം ഹൃദയത്തിന്റെ തെളിച്ചമായി തിരിച്ചറിയുമ്പോഴാണ് മനുഷ്യത്വം അർത്ഥപൂർണമാകുന്നത്. യുദ്ധങ്ങൾക്കും കലാപങ്ങൾക്കുമുള്ള ശാശ്വത പരിഹാരം അന്യനെ ചേർത്തു പിടിക്കലാണ്. അത് മഹത്തായ ഒരു അനുഭവമാണ്. മറ്റൊന്നിനെക്കുറിച്ചും അറിയില്ലെങ്കിലും സ്നേഹത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് അറിയുക എന്നത് മനുഷ്യ ധർമ്മമാണ്. ആ നിലയിലുള്ള ഒരു സ്നേഹഗീതമാണ് ഞാൻ അവതരിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. I come from the tradition of Malayalam poetry and the works of poets who have sung the essence of love in their verses. When the light in another's eyes is recognized as the radiance of one's own heart, humanity becomes meaningful. The eternal solution to wars and uprisings is embracing the other. That is a great experience. Though one may not know about anything else, knowing love is the dharma of a human being. It is in this state of love that I present this song of love. The name of the poem, Tulumbal. Tulumbal. വിത്തുകൾക്കറിയാമോ മുള പൊട്ടുന്ന താളം, മൊട്ടുകൾക്കറിയാമോ ഇതൾ പൊന്തുന്ന നാദം. Do seeds know the beat of their sprouting? Do buds know the music of petals unfolding? താരുകൾക്കറിയാമോ വേരോടും ജലതലം, തായ് വേരിനറിയാമോ താരിളം കതിർ വല്ലികൾക്കറിയാമോ അല്ലിതൻ നഗരസം. Do branches know the symphony of growing leaves? Do vines know the fruity sweetness at the core? പൂവുകൾക്കറിയാമോ പൂന്തേനിൻ സുഖരാഗം, പൂമ്പൊടിക്കറിയാമോ പൂക്കാലമദഗന്ധം. Do flowers know the melody of their nectar? Does pollen know the drowsy scent of the spring? കിളികൾക്കറിയാമോ ചിറ, ദിക്കുകൾക്കറിയാമോ ദൂരങ്ങൾ വിണ്ടപാദം. Do birds know where the swish of their wings take them? Do destinations know the blistering distance the feet traversed? തിരകൾക്കറിയാമോ കടലിൻ ആഴച്ചുഴി, പൂഴികൾക്കറിയാമോ അടിമണ്ണടരാഴം. Do waves know the deep whirlpools in the sea? Does the soft sand know the layered depth of the soil beneath? ഒഴുക്കിനറിയാമോ ഉറവപ്പൊടിപ്പുകൾ, മഴകൾക്കറിയാമോ നീരാവിത്തുടിപ്പുകൾ. Does the current sense the teethings at the oozes? Do monsoons know the humid sighs of the sea? കവികൾക്കറിയാമോ മൊഴിതന്നുയിർപ്പുകൾ, കവിതയ്ക്കറിയാമോ ഛന്ദസിൻ ഗണം മാത്ര? Do poets know the vivacity of the words kicking in? Does poetry know feet, meter, and prosody? ശില്പങ്ങൾക്കറിയാമോ കരചാതുര്യം ധ്യാനം? ചിത്രങ്ങൾക്കറിയാമോ വിരൽ വർണ്ണത്തിൻ വ്യഥ? Do sculptures feel the trance of skillful of a brush stroke? അറിയില്ലൊന്നും എന്നാൽ അറിയാം അലിവിന്റെ മിഴികൾക്കുള്ളിൽ എന്നെ ബന്ധിച്ച സ്നേഹം നിത്യം. Knows nothing but the eternal love that binds me forever to her kind eyes. അറിയില്ലൊന്നും എന്നാൽ അറിയാം അലിവിന്റെ മിഴികൾക്കുള്ളിൽ ബന്ധിച്ച സ്നേഹം നിത്യം. Knows nothing but that binds kind eyes. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം. താങ്ക് യു.
So next, we have with us Mr. Siddhartha Shankar Kalita ji. You are a poet known for his literary contributions in both Assamese and English. He has published 2 books, Polyhinor Dharakori and The Taming of Seahorse. He has received Dainik Assam Sahitya Award and Assam Bhasha
Honorable Chairperson, dear poets and friends, I, Siddhartha Shankar Kalita, from a village named Sotia near Tezpur in Assam. I am a farmer and businessman by profession. I have been writing poetry in Assamese, my mother tongue, since early youth. I write less, but try to make it new. I believe that poetry is an expression of impersonal emotion in a language of the mind. Therefore, my poetry is more or less construction, where my brain motion. Selection of my poetry have been including in my maiden collection. Today, I will be reciting 3 poems from the Bhari translation. Are the poems. Seahorse. Thank you. অসমীয়া কবিতা হয়গ্ৰীৱ হয়গ্ৰীৱ হয়মেধৰ হেহনি অশ্বগোষ্ঠৰ আত্ৰাণী দ্ৰোণপত্নীৰ টোপনি ৰামনী সমাজিকত হেহাই মোৰ কণমানিজনীয়ে কলিত চক মাটিৰে ঘঁহাই ঘোঁৰাৰ ডিঙি দীঘল মেলি দিলে ওপৰলৈ আৰু ওপৰলৈ। মুখত চিপ লৈ ওলমি আছে এপাহ পদুম। দাইটিহঁতে ঘোঁৰাৰ মুখাসজ্জাত মন দিছে। কত ৰাতি উজাগৰ, ভাওনা বুলিলেই দুই সহোদৰ, এইবেলি উধাৰিব বেদ। ঘোঁৰা চোৱাৰিহে আমি, কান্ধত ওলোমাই এহাত এমুঠন খোল। দহো আঙুলিত ৰজা হয়গ্ৰীবৰ প্ৰৱেশৰ বোল। The seahorse, with her legs spread out, eats her pregnancy the tigress fronts. Indu roared his snores, vibrating all around. The horse from Guernica climbs down the wall and dives into the aquarium sea. And the seahorse started dancing, goddess of the deep blue sea. Days and night pass. Riding piggyback on a snail, Indu snow rise to a crescendo as the tigress labor pain increase, reaching kg pounds. Entranced by the Kothakuli of fins, the seahorse immersed itself in the navel of the goddess. Ice cube got curs and hang it on the wall. Soon as he is born, Indu started dropping in the wall for Guernica's horse. Next one is Savary. Seeing a story writer swinging a mess in the air twice his body weight. For all his worth, the whole town started sniggering as I went closer to see whatever battle or war. The writer who would not see, who would not say boo to a goose, was arming himself with a mark on my shirt. A friend come rushing from somewhere and whisked me away, saying, Arhan Pamuk is offering shop to the writer. My last poem, The Moon's Period. At the dead of night, the menstruating moon comes down on tiptoe to the river. An unknown boatman come rowing in the plans a long journey work in the moon's leaves and leaves. Thank you.
This is the last one.
Last one.
Why don't you read one more, Swami? No.
No, no. Abhi,
Okay, Siddhartha,
लेकिन
thank you.
नहीं.
Thank you. Thank you. You should borrow this time. So next we have with us Mr. Rangkitbok Dikrut. You are a Khasi poet. Rangkitbok's work have been featured on platforms such as Speak Your Roots, available on its Instagram page and website. He has also translated the works of Swami Vivekanand into Khasi. Currently pursuing his master's of arts in political and is actively involved in programs raising awareness about environmental protections and sustainability. So let's welcome Mr. Rankitbok Dikrut.
Honorable Chairperson, esteemed poets on the dais, and distinguished guest poets. It is both a privilege and an honor to stand before you today. We gather here to celebrate the beauty and richness of language, and more specifically, the profound contribution of poetry to the cultural fabric of our country. Poetry has always been a powerful medium for expressing the depths of human emotions, thought, and creativity. It transcends time and place, connecting us to our past while inspiring us for the future. With that, I look forward to hearing the powerful voices and insightful reflections of the poets here today. Thank you. I'm going to read a free verse poetry in Khasi called Kitamasa Jong Kicheri. Ka paradise jing e ka phomut phomat hakikor blapin iping kich riam kintiak ting on haringkat ka air senrai jam jai kaban sa IT no shen nakatalang syakadai tha sam and rekini kita masa cheri ki ring pa ye ki sijur duriau tang ba hai dabor langam jelop kini kini kita masa ki basliu ka jinga dai ka bajan ki bagan jerat ki tit snam wat ki khun do not kim shong ne baga jing it ka plo kom ka jing thang ka ba nangai phu ko cheri nangai kop haki kornala chi sin chi snem ban pen ipu ya kani ka sorba kom hakasngi jingin tiu kurim henry wat bagi sentiu jong pikin wet hakal wer nei to ai bakin sap priang ya ka jing ubi I can do it how slap shakiwa tang ban ra ya ki antor tamasa andre ban kedup ya ka sati ban up po. Here's a translated verse. Cherry Blossom Festival, the paradise of love, in its adornful bliss, in its decor of grandeur, remains to the day. These cherry tree flowers have bloomed, charmed and irresistible. Their distinguishing dress so beautifully displayed. The cherries adorn the leaves, which yield to yet at the cherry blossom festival, they draw lovers close, even to vow promises of diving into the ocean of love, yet only in a basin do they drown. This festival and festivity kindles the fire of proximity. They pulse and quicken the blood veins. Even the depths of the heart cannot stay like a parched paddy field. Keep on blooming, cherries. Continue adoring yourself in grandeur once a year. To glow, to appear aesthetic, like the wedding day of bride and groom. But do not let your flowers and petals be crushed in the dirt. Let them scatter their fragrance. Let them flow in the river with the rain, not only to be a messenger of festivity, but to carry forward this message, to hold on to purity, undalloyed, and wait for the season of blooming. Let's not be in a hurry. Okay, sir. Okay, this is an English poem called Today I Stand. Today I stand to voice my inner dream, to tell the world that humanity is desperate, desperate for peace, desperate for equality, desperate for forgiveness. These desires are luminous, pushing away dark. sanctuary. And the last poem for today is Everything. I'm going to read Kasi. Okay, I'm going to read this. Yeah, this one. I gathered jaka ki bagandong jong ka perthei ki bam tip yala ka kerteng but kal air ka be kerthep ha kini kiran ranap kiblar ben ngalong tang unong yait suari ubom dan passport ni ubom dan watang kalama ngayat hakini ki linti dakini ki denjat but kani lani ya kado nod kabla place nam kajaka ka bangadon kamdon pata and raitang ya kani ka sunbneng ka bahaw kaba ai ya kikana hakani ka kenta ka balingkot kaba khot ya kikana shikidot nod ki barben ngawad ikikana hakilum ki balalan tem ngawad ikikana hakilum ki bala patpedang haki serngi jung tu ki ding haki jingki jung ki lat jong kawa ngamdoni ban kam kenti namar kani kade kamyeng kani kamday kayeng ka jonga kamai henry ka penken mau bangalong tang unong yai lenti. I'm going to read this in English. And the wind holds no allegiance. In this landscape, broken and tame, I am a traveler without passport or flag, walking paths that do not know my footstep. The here remembers no hands that ever touch it, or hearts that ever bled upon it. There is no legal belonging, no deed to prove my place, just the vast endless sky, spilling secrets in the quiet hours, whispering tales to those who listened with open palms and bare hearts. I seek stories in the cracked mountains, in the shadow of forgotten trees, in the pulse of river that carry nothing but memories of who they've lost. There is no claim to be made, no ownership, no title, only the wildness of being, the hunger of the unknown, the quiet joy of living and returning to the earth that asks for nothing, gives nothing, but somehow always remember. Thank you, Kuleshibot.
So the next poet we have with us, Mr. Thiru Prasad Sharma, who also popularly known as Thiru Prasad Nepal, who writes short stories and poems with 2 collections of poems and poetry to his credit. Honored in Kathmandu, Nepal, for his contribution to Nepali literature. He is also a recipient of Bhanu Puraskar and Tulsi Kashyap Memorial Award. He is a retired government officer. So let's welcome Thiru Prasad Nepalji with us.
अध्यक्ष महोदय, मेरे कवि मित्रों और मेरे कॉलेज के कुछ बच्चे भी आए हुए हैं, मेरे और साथियों मेरे धर्मराज थापा जी भी आए हुए हैं दिल्ली से। अकेले नेपाली समझ के बारे तो वही होंगे शायद। तो मैं सीधे हिंदी में जाता हूं सर, विद द ड्यू परमिशन ऑफ द चेयर। तो का वो ओके, माथि हिमालय छ, यो त्यसरी अल्गो छ जसरी मेरो शिर छ, त्यो त्यसरी नै ऊंचा होना और व्यापक अग्लो हुनु र फैलिएर जानु त हो। यही दुईटा विशेषताको बीचमा एउटा इलाका छ, त्यसलाई देश भनिन्छ। या तो मेरी कविता की शीर्षक है तुम कौन हो, हु आर यू, आप कौन है, तपाईं को हुनुहुन्छ। कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, हिंदी तो सबको आता है, मैंने अपने आप ही इसको किया है हिंदी में ट्रांसलेशन। ऊपर हिमालय है, वह उस तरह ऊंचा है जिस तरह हमारा सिर ऊंचा है। नीचे महासागर है, वह उस तरह विस्तृत है जिस तरह हमारे हृदय का फैलावट है। ऊंचा होना और व्यापक होना हमारी विशेषता है। इन्हीं दोनों विशेषताओं के इलाके को हम देश कहते हैं। और इसी देश में आप और हम दोनों रहते हैं। इतने विशाल देश के बाशिंदे होते हुए भी कबार बातों बात आता है तुम कौन हो। अच्छी तरह से देखो भाई, अच्छी तरह से देखो, हृदय में ईश्वर को रख कर देखो, क्योंकि यह तो धर्म कर्म का देश है। यहाँ पर ईश्वर निवास करते हैं। उन्हीं ईश्वर के आंख से अपने अंदर झांक कर देखो, दिल में हाथ रख कर देखो, पूछने की नौबत ही नहीं आएगी, वैसे स्वतः स्फूर्त पहचान जाओगे। इस तरह इतनी नौटंकी दिखाना ठीक नहीं है। अच्छी तरह से सुन लो और हमें अजनबी समझकर जब चाहे तब मत पूछा कीजिए साहेब कि तुम कौन हो। मैं तुम्हारे ही आसपास का आदमी हूं। इस तरह इससे बढ़कर कहूं तो इसी मिट्टी में पैदा हुआ मैं भी आपके जैसा देशभक्त इंसान हूं, कोई बेगाना नहीं हूं। तुम्हारा कोई पड़ोसी भी तो नहीं हूं मैं। पड़ोसी और अपनों में मौलिक अंतर होता है। पड़ोसी कहोगे तो मुझे लगेगा कि तुमने मुझे अपने घर का नहीं समझा, कहीं दूसरे के घर को समझ लिया है। ऐसी बात नहीं है। मैं उस घर में पैदा हुआ हूं जिस घर में आपने जन्म लिया, उसी घर में रहता है मैं जिस घर में आप रहते हैं। हम साथ साथ रहते हैं, ये बात सही नहीं है। हम साथ साथ रहते हैं, ये बात सही नहीं है, बल्कि सही बात तो यह है कि हम एक साथ रहते हैं। मेरी एक विनती है आपसे कि कभी हल्के में लेकर, कभी आंखें फाड़कर, कभी अंगूठा दिखाकर, कभी हुकूमत का धौंस देकर, कभी नीचा दिखाकर, कभी मनहूस चेहरा बनाकर, कभी बहुत भारी भरकम आवाज बनाकर, कभी डिप्लोमेटिक प्रवृत्ति अपनाकर, कभी कुछ परिस्थितियां बनाकर हमसे मत पूछिए कि तुम कौन। आप मुझे पहचाने या न पहचाने कोई बात नहीं, इससे कोई फर्क भी पड़ने वाला नहीं है मुझ पर। लेकिन मैं आपको अच्छी तरह से जान पहचान है मेरी। आप अंदर से क्या है, बाहर से क्या है, आपका पूरा असलियत का हमें मालूमात है। हमसे बेहतर कौन जानता है। और हमें यकीन है कि आप भी मुझे भली भांति जानते हैं। और फिर आप इतने बेदर्दी से मुझे क्यों पूछते ही रहते हैं कि तुम कौन हो। इधर उधर जाता हूँ, दोस्तों से हाथ मिलाता हूँ, इधर उधर जाता हूँ, दोस्तों से हाथ मिलाता हूँ, पान की दुकान पर जाता हूँ, नाश्ते के लिए ढाबे में बैठता हूँ, किसी छोटी मोटी काम के लिए सरकारी ऑफिस का चक्कर मारता हूँ, वो लोग मेरी अभिवादन करता ही रहता हूँ। आपकी तरह डॉक्टर से मिलने उसके क्लिनिक में जाता हूँ, दोस्तों की महफिल में जाता हूँ, यहाँ वहाँ सबके संग संग बैठता हूँ, गप्पे मारता हूँ, खाता हूँ, पीता हूँ, हंसता हूँ, खिलखिलाता हूँ, कभी कभी गीत उत भी गुनगुनाता हूँ, शेरो शायरी भी करता हूँ। आओ साहब, आवश्यकताओं के मुताबिक लोगों को दुआ भी देता हूं और बद्दुआ भी देता हूं, प्यार करता हूं और नफरत भी करता हूं। यह सब करते हुए भी एक बात मुझे अंदर ही अंदर सता रही होती है कि मुझे मेरा अपना सगा भाई इतनी बेदर्दी से क्यों पूछता है कि तुम कौन? मेरे भाई, अकेले आप ही इंसान नहीं है, मैं भी हूं। तुम्हारे मानिंद मैं भी इसी देश का हूं। मान लीजिए कि आप बड़े हैं, आप आसमां पे हैं, मैं जमीन पे हूं। मैं जानता हूं कि आप पहुंचे हुए हैं, तो मेरा भी काम तो जो मैं भी अपने औकात से देश के लिए कुछ न कुछ तो कर ही रहा होता हूं। जैसे कि आप कुछ न कुछ करते हुए दिखते हैं। आपको मालूम होना चाहिए सर कि कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर आपके साथ जो चला था, अच्छी तरह याद कीजिए, वो मैं ही था। तो फिर वक्त बेवक्त आप क्यों पूछते हैं कि तुम कौन हो? एक विनती है आपसे कि हम सफर का एहतराम करना सीखिए। बार बार हमसे नहीं पूछा जाना चाहिए कि तुम कौन हो। अब दुआ सलाम से नहीं, घी मक्खन से नहीं। अब दुआ सलाम से नहीं, घी मक्खन से नहीं, पूजा मन्नत से नहीं, हाथ मल कर भी नहीं, हक और हैसियत से हम चाहते हैं कि भाई अब आज ही से अभी से पूछने की जरूरत मत करो कि तुम कौन। भाई को भाई के माफिक प्यार करो, इंसान को इंसान के माफिक इज्जत दो, हम वतन को खुद के समकक्ष समझो और उन सबको गले लगाते चलो। वफा के बदले वफाओं का सिला दो। कभी ये मत पूछो कि तुम कौन हो। न पूछने से जवाब मिलेगा, न पूछने से जवाब मिलेगा, पूछते रहने से कोई जवाब नहीं मिलेगा। तुम कौन हो? थैंक यू वेरी मच। मैंने कितना टाइम लिया सर? अभी है तो 2-3 मिनट। तो मैंने अभी मेरी खुशी की बात है, मुझे इस बार कुछ एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सम्मान भी मिला है काठमांडू से, नेपाली शॉर्ट स्टोरी राइटिंग में। तो मेरी एक कहानी संग्रह लखनऊ की रश्मि प्रकाशन से हिंदी, मेरी 9 कहानी संग्रह और 2 कविता संग्रह है और मैं गीत भी लिखता हूँ और मैं ऑल इंडिया रेडियो और मेरी कहानी के ऊपर एक धारावाहिक भी। तो आपसे मिलकर बहुत मैं खुश हुआ। Getting a chairperson like you, I am it's a privilege to get all my friends. So अंशु वर्मा जी को भी मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ और साहित्य अकादमी को मैं नमस्ते करते हुए, ये एक सोचा था, एक जगजीत सिंह साहब की एक गजल है कि हुजूर आपका भी एहतराम करता चलूं, इधर से गुजरा तो सोचा सलाम करता चलूं। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
बहुत सुंदर सर। अब मैं बुलाना चाहूंगी मंदरापू हेमावत जी को। You are an eminent Telugu poet known for her feminist writings, has published 4 poetry collections. Her poems, translated into many Indian languages, have appeared in reputed anthologies and journals and prescribed in the curriculum for MA students of many universities. She has received many awards too. So let's welcome Ms. Mandarapu Hymavathi ji.
And listeners, I render 3 poems. First poem in Telugu. శీర్షిక ఈ దేహం ఎవరిది? కొత్త చీర కట్టుకొని అద్దం ముందు నిలబడి అందమైన ఈ దేహ శిల్పం నా నలుగు పెట్టుకొని తలస్నానం ఊగుతూ ఈ తనువు తారక నాదేనని గర్విస్తా. జ్వర సూర్యుడు శరీరాకాశంపై ప్రజ్వలిస్తుంటే బాధా కారణం ఈ దేహమేనని చింతిస్తా. ప్రేమ ప్రతిపాదన సుమగుచ్చంతోనూ పెళ్లి కామన పూల మాలతోనూ నా ఎదుట నిలిచిన నన్ను నిర్ద్వంద్వంగా తిరస్కరించినప్పుడు, నిర్దాక్షిణ్యంగా నాపై దాడి చేసి ఆమ్ల వర్షం కురిపించినప్పుడు, నా దేహ సార్వభౌమాధికార హక్కు నాకు భ్రమగానే మిగిలినప్పుడు, శత్రురాజ్యాలను జయించినప్పటి సందర్భంలోనే నీ అహంకారం తృప్తిపడినప్పుడు, ఎదురుపడిన వ్యక్తిని వైదొలగమన్న శంకరాచార్యునితో దేహాన్న ఆత్మన అని సందేహ బాణం సంధించినట్లు, సర్వావయవాల ఈ దేహం, సకలానుభూతుల ఈ శరీరం నాదా కాదా అని తీరని సందేహం. నిజంగా ఈ దేహం ఎవరిది? ట్రాన్స్లేషన్. Whose is this body? Wearing a new saree and standing in front of the mirror, I rejoice at the beauty of my statue-like body. Drying my hair after a thorough head bath, I incline in the body mind. While feeling the feverish sun, I blame the body for this suffering. You stand before me, propose love with a flower bouquet and marriage with garlands. I look at you. When I reject your proposal, you attack me, raining acid on my body, turning my sovereign right over my body. I misconception your male ego satisfies when you conquer the bodies of the women of your enemy more than when you vanquish their kingdoms. Shankaracharya, when asked to give way, was hit by the arrow-like question as to what? The soul or the body? The soul or the body? That should go to give him the rite of passage. I face the doubts. Does this body, with all its multiple parts and myriad experiences, belong to me? I face the doubts. Does this body, with all its multiple parts and myriad experiences, belong to me? Another poem, కూరగాయల అమ్మాయి. ఆకాశం క్యాన్వాస్ పై అజ్ఞాత చిత్రకారుడు అరుణ గభస్తి బింబాన్ని ఆవిష్కరించనే లేదు ఇంకా. బీరకాయలు, దోసకాయ, సొరకాయలు, టమాటాలు, కరివేపాకు అనే కేకలు వేస్తూ మౌన దృశ్యం లాంటి వీధిలో మాటల మాంత్రికురాలిలో వీధినంతటిని సునాద భరితం చేస్తూ శృతిబద్ధమైన గీతంలా సాగిపోతూ ఆమె. ప్రాతకాల పవనంలో, తొలి వెలుగు కిరణంలో ప్రతి ఉదయం మా ఇంటి ముందు ప్రత్యక్షం. నవనవలాడే విభిన్న రంగుల వనం. అప్పటికింకా నిద్రాదేవి ఒడిలో పరవశిస్తున్న నాకు ఆమె కేకలే వేకువ కిరణాలు. ఆమెతో పాటు నేను కళ్ళు నులుముకుంటూ అరుగు సింహాసనంపై కూర్చుంటాను. అమ్మ అడిగిన కూరలను ఆప్యాయంగా పసిపిల్లను తాకినంత ప్రేమగా కూరలను తెస్తూ తాజా కబుర్ల మూటను విప్పేది. తొలి యవ్వనంలోనే పతి మరణించిన విషాదం, కసుగాయల్లాంటి పిల్లల్ని కన్రెప్పల్లా కాచిన విధానం, కష్టాల స్వాగతాన్ని, కన్నీటి భారతాన్ని కనుల ముందు బొమ్మ కట్టించేది. ఒక కాలు అరుగు మీద పెట్టి, ఒక చేత్తో నెత్తి మీద చుట్ట కుదురు పెట్టి, బరువైన గంపను శిరస్సుపై అలవోకగా ఎత్తి పెట్టుకునే దృశ్యాన్ని గారడీ చేస్తున్నట్లు అబ్బురంగా చూసేదాన్ని. కూరల గంప తలపై పెట్టుకొని ఆడవాళ్లు అబలలు అనే వారిపై సవాలు విసురుతూ నేల మీద అల్పంగా, నింగి మీద అధికంగా కాళ్ళు మోపి పరిగెత్తే లేడీలో కదులుతున్న ఆత్మవిశ్వాసంలా ఆమె ఈ మధ్య అసలు కనిపించడం లేదు. ఒకప్పుడు కురిసివలసిన మేఘంలా. ఇప్పుడు మా పక్కింటి పద్మ, ఎదురింటి వనజ అందరూ మా వీధి చివర రిలయన్స్కి వెళ్తుంటారు. అందమైన ప్లాస్టిక్ సంచులతో కూరలు తెస్తుంటారు. చాలా కాలం తర్వాత పిట్టలు ఎగిరిపోయిన ఒంటరి వృక్షంలో, అకాల వార్ధక్య పంజరంలో, రెక్కలు ఊడబెరికిన విహంగంలో హృదయాలను కలవర పెడుతూ ఒక ఉద్విగ్న జ్ఞాపకంలో ఆమె. ది వెజిటబుల్ వెండర్. టైటిల్ ది వెజిటబుల్ వెండర్.
Without reading the translation, you can go into the third.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So that we can keep
An unknown painter has not yet launched on the vast canvas of the sky the orange soft red sun, బీరకాయలు, దోసకాయలు, వంకాయలు, bottle gourds, tomatoes, curry leaves. So shouting, the vendor was selling vegetables on the street, which was thus far as silent as picture. She moves on, filling the space with sound waves all over the street like a tuneful song. Like morning breeze, she appears before our house every morning, sheeny, colorful, fresh vegetables from different gardens. Till then, the sleep that wouldn't leave me, the call of the woman was my first wake-up race. I sit on the throne like stone seat on the portico. Her feet fall less on the ground and more in the sky. Swiftly, a moving deer, a moving self-confidence she is. She is not seen nowadays like a rain that once poured down, a cleared cloud now. Yes, but now, our neighborhood Padma, Vanaja from the front side house, all of them walk till Reliance at the street corner and bring vegetables in nice plastic bags. After a long time, like a lonely tree after the birds have flown away, in the case of untimely old age, a bird whose wings were pulled off, like an excitable memory causing heartache she is. Like an excitable memory causing heartache she is. Last poem, the sun rises in the kitchen. The sun rises in the kitchen. It is a long cherished dream. Early morning, as soon as I get up, I must read the newspaper, sipping steaming hot coffee, while everyone in the house is deeply asleep in the hands of the goddess of sleep, covering themselves with warm quilts. I alone wake up, rubbing my eyes. I step into the kitchen. All my beautiful sunrises happen in the kitchen's sky. To create the coffee tune, every single morning, kitchen is a nightmare that haunts me. All my adult life, like ghost stories that scared me in my childhood. Fusing may always be referred as the artwork of Nala and Bhima, mythical characters, but copyright on cookery books is always with women. Like students who write same answer again and again, every day washing rice, repeatedly chopping vegetables all the time, lakhs of moments spent in non-stop work, day in and out. Lovers of chutneys, those who were fond of lentils, people who go crazy without fried curry, cooking to everyone's taste and forgetting mine in the process. In this background, people who do not care for home, people who do not know their children's names, all those get glorified as social workers. All the 365 days imprisoned in this prison called kitchen, I remain like Nigama Sharma's nameless sister. Similes and metaphors, a feast to the eyes, a joy to the taste. I spend all my time cooking and serving. You make good food, but not like my mother. You make good food, not like my mother. I remain a sad bird after this. You may be extremely careful, but once in a while, to error is human. I put my foot in cooked dal. While reading the poetry of my favorites, I make sweetened kanda, yam, stew, and it turns out ugly, like the kanda poem with a faulty meter, as the poet Tikkana. I wanted to make Chamadumpa taro fry as tasty as the fun-ridden poetry of Chamakura. Then it turns bitter while I was absorbed in poetry. I started making rice white with just
my language, Tulu. It's a Dravidian folk songs and theatre. It has its own script, which originated from the Grantha script. Recognizing and representing Tulu as one of the ancient languages, I extend my gratitude to the Sahitya Akademi on behalf of all Tulwas. Dear friends, now I will read my Tulu poem. Title is Nichoda Bolpu, meaning every morning. ರಾತ್ರಿಡ ದೀತಿನ ಪೊರ್ತುದ ಗಂಟೆ ಕಿಲೆಪುನಗ ಲಕ್ಕುನ ಎನಡಪ ಪಾತಿರಗು ತಿಕ್ಕುನ ಮುಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಪುರ್ಪ ತೆಲಿಪು ಅದಾಯೆ ಈ ಆವಡಿ ತಂಡು ಎನ್ನಂಚಿ ಪೊಣ್ಣು ದಾಯ ಇಂಚ ಅಪ್ಪೆನ ಕತೆ ಕುಳೆಡು ಬಾಲೆ ಗೊಂಡೆಪು ಆಯಳು ಅರಸು ಮಗಳು ಬುಗುಡಿದ ಮಾಲೆ ಆದಿತ್ತಳು ರೆಂಜೆ ಸುರಗಿ ಸಂಪೈ ಕೇದೈ ಮಾತೆತ್ತಲ ಪಿರವುಡು ಒಂಜಿ ಪೊಣ್ಣ ನಿರೆಲು ಬೋಡು ಎಂಕು ಪೂ ಪೊಣ್ಣಾತಿ ಕತೆ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಸರ್ರೋ ಸರೋ ತುತ್ತೈತ ಮಾತೈಕ್ಲ ನಿನ್ನನೆ ಒರು ಯಾನ ನಿನ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ನೈ ಮನೆಗೆ ಆಂಡ ಒರಲೈ ಯಾನಾಯಿನೇ ಇಜ್ಜಿ ನೆಲ ಬೊಲ್ಪುದ ಬಾಜನದ ಅಜನೆ ಬೆಚ್ಚ ಕಾವಲಿದ ಚೈನ್ ಚುಯ್ ಅರೆಬಾ ಅಟಿಲ್ ದಟ್ಟನೆಲ ಲೆಪ್ಪು ಕೊರ್ಪುಂಡು ಇನಿ ಬಂದಗೆ ಗಲಿಗೆ ಗಲಿಗೆಗು ಪೊರ್ತು ದಂಚಿ ಎನ್ನದಿಟ್ಟಿ ಒಂದು ಎನ್ನ ವಿಧಿ ಈಯಾಂಡನ ಭಾಗ್ಯವಂತೆದಿ ಆಯೆ ಬರ್ಪೆ ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಕುರ್ತು ಲಕ್ಕಾವೆ ನಾಸಿಗೆದವೋ ಬಿಂಕೊದ ಪೂವೆ ಕಮ್ಮೆ ನೊಗಲ ಚದಿ ಕಟ್ಟುನ ಕಬಿತೆ ಈಯೆ ಮೈಂದು ಪನಿ ದಾರೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಮೈಟ್ ಸುಡ್ಪುನ ಜಾಲೆದ ಬೆಗರು ಎನ್ನ ಉಡಲಿಡು ಆಂಡಲ ಯಾನ ನಿನ ಲೆಕ್ಕಗೆ ಕಾಂಡೆ ಪುಟ್ಟುದು ಬಯ್ಯೊದ ಅಗಪು ಬೊಲ್ಪು ದಿಬ್ಬನೋ ಮದ್ದೆನದ ಗೊಂಚಿಲು ಚಿಟ್ಟೆ ದುಂಬಿದ ರೆಂಕೆಡಲ ನಿರೆಲು ಎಸಲು ಎಸಲಡು ಸಾರಕನೋ ಎಡ್ಡೆ ಪಡಿಕೆಡು ಈ ದುಂಬು ಯಾನ ಜನನ ಮರಣದ ನಡುಟು ಊಟ ಯಾನ ಈಗೆ ಪೂವೆಯವರ ಪೊಣ್ಣಾದ ಪುಟ್ಟುಲ ನಿಲತೂಪುನ ದುಂಬು ನಿಚ್ಚ ಬೊಲ್ಪುಗು ಈ ಯಾನಾಂಡ ಪುಲ್ಯೊಕ್ಕೆಲು ಕುಡ್ತುಲ ಕಾವು ಪೊಣ್ಣೊರು ಓ ಪೂವೆ ಪುಲ್ಯೊಕ್ಕೆಲು ಕುಡ್ತುಲ ಕಾವು ಪೊಣ್ಣೊರು ಓ ಪೂವೆ. In English, short note of every morning. This poem challenges the age-old comparison between women and flowers, revealing the stark contrasts between their realities. While flowers are admired for their beauty and fragility, women bear the weight of responsibilities, toil, and the societal expectations. Now the poem, every morning. When the alarm set the night before, rings aloud to waking to me up, I see the flower in the courtyard, smiling at me, and I say, you should have been like me, a woman. But why is it so? In the stories of my mother told, a girl turned into a delicate bloom. A queen adorned herself with garlands. Behind every rose, jasmine, champak, and lotus, there lies the gist of the woman. I wish the bloom could become a woman. Heart, body, walk, attire, everything is compared to you. I too am soft and delicate like you. At not even once have you been compared to me. Before daylight breaks, as the pressure cooker whistles in haste, hot pan crackle with noise, the old mixer groans in protest. Every minute, my eyes glance at the clock. This is my routine. But at least you are happy. Then he arrives, gently touching and waking you up. Oh, shy and lazy flower. A poetic adornment, like a dewdrop scented with perfume, while I drip with the sweat of toil. Yet, the word compares me to you. You are born at dawn and withered by dusk. Essence of midday tales. Even the humming bees follow your shadow. Poetry flows through every petals of yours. And in every journey, you lead the way. But me, I am a pendulum, swinging between birth and death. Still, the same word remains. I am like you. Oh, flower, be reborn as a woman before you are plucked and discarded. Every morning, you will become me. Alarm of womanhood rings aloud. Alarm of womanhood rings aloud. Another poem is The Tailor's Workshop. Polige ಕೊಟ್ಯ ಪುಲಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆಡು ಏತೊಂಜಿ ಕುಂಟು ಓಲೆ ಕೊರ್ತುಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲೆಗಾದು ಪೊರ್ಲಾವೊಡು ಒಂತೆ ಎಲ್ಯಾವೊಡು ಏತೊಂಜಿ ಮೋಕೆ ಪನ್ಪಿಲೆಕ ತರ್ಕ್ ಪತ್ತೊಡು ಜಾರಂದಿ ಲೆಕ ಉಂತೊಡು ಒಂಜಿ ಇತ್ತ ಮಿತ್ತು ಒಂಜಿ ರಾಸಿ ಬೂರ್ದುಂಡು ನೀತಿ ನೇಮ ದಾಂತಿ ಬಜೀ ಕುಂಟುಲು ಪೊಲಿಗೆ ದಾಯೆ ಕಲ್ಪ ಒಂದುಲ್ಲೆ ಒರಿಯೊರಿಯಗು ಒಂಜೊಂಜಿ ಪತ್ತೆ ಕರಿಯೆ ಬೊಳ್ಳೆಂಚಿ ಕೆಂಪು ಪಚ್ಚೆ ಏತೊಂಜಿ ಬಣ್ಣಲು ಕತೆರಿಯ ಮಾತೆನ್ಲ ಅಲತ್ತದು ಅಡ್ಡ ನೀಟಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲಿಯ ಕೈಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಕಿಲ್ದಕಲು ಒಟ್ಟಾದ ಕುಲೊಂದೆರು ಒಂದು ಬಂಡ ಸಾಲೆ ಪೊಲಿಗೆ ದಾಯಗೋ ಬರೀ ಅಂಗ್ ಗಿರ್ರು ಪಂಡ ತಿರ್ಗುನ ಚಕ್ರದೊಟ್ಟುಗು ನಲಿತು ದೂಜಿ ಕೊರ್ತುಂಡು ಬದುಕು ಒಪ್ಪೊಡು ಕುಲ್ಲು ದಿನ ಪಿದೈದ ಒಮ್ಮೊ ಸೇರ್ದು ಕಲ್ತೆರು ಒರ್ ಮೈತದೋ ಬಾಳು ತೆರಿದಿ ನಕುಲು ಪನ್ಪಿ ಬೆರ್ಮೆಡು ಲಾಯ್ತೆರು ತಿರ್ಗುನ ಚಕ್ರನು ತೂದು ತೆಲಿತುಂಡು ದೂಜಿ ಇತ್ತೆ ಓಲೆ ಬರೆಯಿ ನಕಲು ಪಡತೊಂದಿ ನಕಲು ಗದ್ದಿಗೆ ಮಂಚಾವು ಕಲಲೊದ ಕಂಡ ಏರೊಂದುಂಡು ರಾವೊಂದುಂಡು ಬೂರ್ದು ಪುಡೆರೊಂದುಂಡು ಸೇರ್ದು ಕಲ್ತಿನ ಪೊಲಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಯದ ಮಾಡು ಮಾತ್ರ ತೋರೊಂದುಂಡು ಪತ್ತು ಪಾಡು ನಕಲು ಇಜ್ಜೆರು ಗೋಡೆ ಕಟ್ಟು ನಕಲೇ ಮುಲ್ಪ ಪಾಪದಾಯಿ ನೂಲು ಜಬ್ಬೆ ರಂಗದ ಕುಂಟುಲೆಗು ಜವನಾಟಿಗೆದ ಸೊರ್ಕು ನಾಲೈ ಮಗರಂದಿನ ಜಬ್ಬು ದೂಜಿ ಪೊಲಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆದ್ರು ಇತ್ತೆಲ ಉಂಡು ಸಾರ ಸಾರ ಲೆಪ್ಪು ಬಿಕ್ತೊದ ಸಡಿಲೊದ ಬೊಕ್ಕ ಉದ್ದ ಗೆಲೊದ ಚಕ್ರ ದೂಜಿಗು ಬೆಸುಗೆ ಪಾಡುನೆನೇ ಬೇಲೆ ಆಂಡ ಪೊಲಿಗೆ ದಾಯ ತೆಲ್ತೆ ಕುಡ ರಂಗದನೇ ಕಾರ್ಬಾರು ಪೊಲಿಗೆ ದಾಯ ತೆಲ್ತೆ ಕುಡ ರಂಗದನೇ ಕಾರ್ಬಾರು. The Tailor's Workshop is a symbolic poem that reflects theme of discipline, unity, transformation, and eventual division. Now the poem, The Tailor's Workshop. The Tailor's Workshop is filled with count fabrics, petitions submitted for tomorrow's needs. It must fit well, perhaps a bit snug. It should be stitched to perfection, tightly held so it doesn't slip, layer upon a layer, a heap of cloth. Yet these fabrics know nothing of discipline. The tailor teaches a lesson. Each one receives a unique design. Black, white, red, saffron, green, so many colors. Everything cut and measured preciously. Tall, short, sleeves, legs, collars, all gathered together in the workshop as the tailor eagerly drafts his design. With the sharp work, the spinning wheel turns, the needle dances, stitching life together. For the well-fitted ones, the world watches is wonder. Those who learn together have understood the rules. Some, lost in illusions, leaped high. The needle spun relentlessly. Now, the petitions who secured their garments are shrouded in silent battle of arrogance. Some rise, some reign, some stumble at fall. The tailor's workshop, once united, is now in ruins. No one to patch it up, only builders remain. Alas, the thread has aged and grown frail. Fabrics bloom into their prime, but the needle has aged, its tip broken. Once again, 1,000 petitions lie before the workshop to be tightened, loosened, or lengthened. The wheel and needle know only to stitch, for once again, it was the color that took charge. Finally, the tailor laughed. The tailor laughed. Solmelu, thank you.
Now I would like call to our chairperson, sir, Mr. N. Kirankumar Singh ji. You are an eminent Manipuri and English poet, translator, and a freelance writer, and is retired assistant engineer from the Public Health Engineering Department of Manipur. As a fine lyricist, Mr. Singh is associated with All India Radio and Doordarshan Kendra Imphal. Singh is currently a member of Language Advisory Board, Directorate of Language Development and Implementation, Manipur. So let's welcome और जोरदार तालियों से स्वागत करेंगे Mr. N. Kirankumar Singh जी का.
Good morning, everybody. Really, I just don't know what to say in such a solemn poetry function. I remember one incident that happened in Imphal that was about 7 to 8 years ago, there was it was on the occasion of Yuva Puraskar presentation of Sahitya Akademi held at Imphal. It was in 2018. There was a host of 24 poets, and everyone was presenting their poems in a way very nice. Now, I can't appreciate them remembering both those things. But you know, their presentation, their language, their accents, the vibes of the words, I felt it. And when I was asked to comment on the presentations, I just said, I remember it in Hindi. मैंने कहा था कुछ समझ में आया कुछ नहीं आया मगर मजा आया. The same thing is happening today, really. I feel it. See, if words are expressions of emotions, feelings, then I take words as tiny of energy. Do you get it? Because emotion, thoughts, feelings, ecstasies, happiness, joys, these are all energies manifested in some form. When these things come out, they manifest in words, for it becomes our poetry, the first thing. So I won't take much time. There are 6 poets: Siddhartha, Sankar, Kalita from Assami, Rangitbok, Dikrut from Khasi, T.K. Santhoshkumar from Malayalam, Thiru, Prasad, Nepali, very powerful poem, and Akshata Perla, whom I know from Kavi Gosti that was held in Mysore. We met there also. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed poets, and friends, I wish you again a very good morning. It's with great pleasure that an immense pride stand before you today as we gathered to celebrate an extraordinary event, tasty sounds. As we know, a multilingual poets meet. This occasion, it has been marked by the sweet melodies of words from 6 distinct languages. Again, I remind you, Samis, Khasi, Nepali, Telugu, and Tulu. This occasion reminds us of the profound power of language, profound power of words and language that holds all of us together, transcending borders, crossing across borders and cultures, bringing us together in the shared celebration of poetry. Now, there are 6 I can see. I would like to add a 7th language here to make that 7 colors of rainbow. Without 7 colors, rainbow is not complete. And 7 swara, 7 swaras of sargam that make the whole music. I will add Manipuri tongue to it, my own. So, the name tasty sound itself resonates deeply, I will say, with the very spirit of poetry. Like food nourishes the soul, food nourishes the body, poetry is the food that nourishes the soul. Each word, each bar is an ingredient carefully crafted, flavor with a sense of poet's experience, culture, and perspective. Whether it is the rhythmic charm of Assamese, the lyrical beauty of Khasi, the emotional depth of Malayalam, the vibrant energy of Nepali, Tum kaun ho? Then the melodic flow of Telugu, and yes, very powerful, and the rich texture of Tulu, which I love so much since I I came in contact with South poets. I believe will bring us closer to the heart of each other and to the culture of each other. I often, when I speak in public functions, that politics is a very powerful tool, I will say, that rules the world. But politics divides people's hearts. It's only literature that bonds the people together, that makes the globe one. So today's event is not just about listening to beautiful poetry, I will say, but also it's about learning from each other. We are here not only to appreciate the sound of words, but also to understand the world views they carry. The diversity of India's cultural heritage. We are privileged to have these voices, each one unique, coming together in a symphony. Symphony of creativity, symphony of thought. Language in its purest form is not just a medium of communication, but a reflection of people's history, emotions, dreams, and identity. It's said that poetry is the soul of language. There is another session next to this. Poetry, the mirror of soul, is coming up after our session. Today, we are fortunate to witness these poets from across the 6 rich and diverse linguistic traditions, is bringing a unique flavor to the table, yet all contributing to the same universal experience of art and expression. Sure, we have enjoyed the sounds of poetry. I believe this will continue resonating in your hearts long. As I just now said, I would like to add a 7th tongue to it to make the 7 colors of rainbow complete, to make a complete rainbow, and Sat Swar, so that the music is complete. I would like to read a poem of mine. I will read 2 poems. These are all short ones, so that you can feel the vibe of Manipuri tongue, Manipuri language. I will read only 4 lines and the rest in English. और इसका हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन आप सुनेंगे हमारा एंकर अंशु जी से. So let me start. Present years, इंग्लिश में है इसका टाइटल और मणिपुरी में होता है peace tears. Chakliba mombati singisu thawai pan bamale. Chakliba mombati singisu thamoi pan bamale. Kaina bada pirang shin thabamale. Ngarang sukhat lamba maira singi phamjil laba pirang na thalamle aigi sumangda kambi singse. These are the 4 lines. Now I will read the English version. और इसके तुरंत बाद अंशु जी is here to read the English Hindi translation of it, which is done by Devesh Kumar, my friend. Devesh ने किया था. So frozen tears. Perhaps wipes unseen. And with molten cries, their grief is keen, shedding hot tears in each heated breath. Perhaps wax candles have lives unseen. This morning, on my courtyard's crest, this morning, On my courtyard's crest, cupfuls of frozen tears were found. This morning, on my courtyard's crest, cupfuls of frozen tears were found from candles lit as dusk caressed, bearing witness to nights profound. As the night grew old and shadows lean, as the night grew old and shadows lean, the candles' flames began to wane. Their waxen forms, once tall and keen, their waxen forms, once tall and keen, melted. It is flicker, a farewell sigh. They whisper secrets to the night until their light kiss the dark sky and their souls embrace the twilight. Frozen tears, perhaps wax candles have lives unseen. So this is the English translation of my Manipuri poem. I have added the seven color to the 6 colors to make the rainbow complete. So अंशु जी, आप आइए इसका हिंदी वो जो है सुनाइए.
सर, सबसे पहले तो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर गिविंग मी दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी, और माफी भी चाहूंगी, हो सकता है कि आपने जिस अंदाज में इसको बयां करने की कोशिश की है मैं शायद ना कर पाऊं ऐसा. जमे हुए आंसू. शायद अदृश्य जीवन होता मोमबत्तियों से. वे महसूस करती हैं दुख और मृत्यु का बोझ, और पिघलते हुए विलाप में तीव्र होता है उनका शोक. हर गरम सांस के साथ गिरते हैं गरम आंसू. आज सुबह मेरे आंगन के शिखर पर एक प्याली जमे हुए आंसू मिले. वे मोमबत्तियां जो संध्या ने आकर जलाई थी, गवाह थी रात्रि की गहनता की. जैसे जैसे रात बढ़ी और साए झुके, मोमबत्तियों की लौ फीकी पड़ने लगी. उनकी मोम से बनी आकृतियां जो कभी लंबी और तेज थी, नाजुक दर्द में पिघल गई. हर झपकी के साथ एक अलविदा की आह, वे रात से अपने राज फुसफुसाती रही, जब तक कि उनकी रोशनी ने अंधेरे आकाश को नहीं चूमा और उनकी आत्माओं ने धुंधले के अपने को गले न लगा लिया. जमे हुए आंसू. थैंक यू.
Thank you, Ansu. Thank you so much. So, I hope you like the poem. Even though you didn't like the Manipuri, you should have loved the Hindi version, of course. So, we're coming towards the concluding part of this session. I'm trying to wrap soon. Really, if anyone gets drunk without drinking, it's poetry that makes me drunk. I get lost whenever I listen to good poetry. I just get lost. I become dumb. And I believe tears, if it's an expression of sorrow, the greatest expression is of joy. So tears said in true joy, oh, what I will say about it. So I would like to take this moment to extend my gratitude to all the poets again who have joined us here today. You are the ones, Tiluji, Suniega, You are the ones who have the courage to share your truths with us, to open your hearts and minds, and to allow us a glimpse into your worlds. I also wish to thank Sahitya Akademi for their dedication and hard work for bringing this event to life. As we journeyed on this poetic journey today, I believe we embrace the diversity of language as a bridge that connects us to all, as I remarked a bit earlier, and allow us a glimpse, whether it is the joy, the sorrow, or the beauty of life. Poetry, after all, will allow us to experience it together, reminding us that despite our differences, we are all united by our shared humanity. To our audience, thank you for being here to celebrate the beauty of multilingual poetry, tasty sounds. Your presence enriches this event and makes it even more special. I encourage you all to listen with open hearts further on in the next session also. Engage with the poets and let the words fill you with inspiration and wonder. To wrap up, I would like Ansuji, what was the last poem that I gave you? I would like to wrap up with that. Yeah. It's Lament on a Graveyard. ऐसा है, I'm often, despite my age, I turned 71 this February. I turned 71. So nobody believes I'm 71. So people often tell me that, and whether it's a compliment or an abuse, I don't know. On reading Kiran's poems, the old man grow young. This is a very wonderful and peculiar comment to me because I used to write romantic poems. And I experienced something yesterday. Lament on a Graveyard. You have already felt the vibe and accent of Manipuri language, Manipuri tongue. So I will not go into the Manipuri tongue of this poem. I will read the English version of it. Really, I wrote it in a very romantic flow, romantic tongue. But when I changed a word, the poem took a revert. You can't believe it. I just changed a word. And the poem turned something spiritual. Let's witness it together. Lament on a Graveyard. What an ignorant fool like me. What an ignorant fool like me can give to you, my friend, for all the love and the sacrifices you made for me until the end. I will repeat the lines. What an ignorant fool like me can give to you back, my friend, for all the love and sacrifices you made for me until the end. You through and gamble your heart for the love of a heartless one like me. You cast and gamble your heart for the love of a heartless one like me. Stupid I was to throw away your gold-lined heart so free. Today, I lament my foolish ways. Today, I lament my foolish ways, for I have learned who you truly are. Tears have run down my cheeks Tears have run down my cheeks, colors faded, my soul lacked with scars. My eyes have wrinkled from sleepless nights. My eyes have wrinkled from sleepless nights, haunted by the love I failed to see. In the mirror of regret, I find. In the mirror of regret, I find a reflection of your undying loyalty. Now, I understand the depth of your love. Now I understand the depth of your love. So pure, so selfless and true. When and what an ignorant fool like me can give is a heart that now belongs to you. So this is a romantic flavor. This is a romantic flavor. But I changed the word friend to master, Lord. Then it became a spiritual poem. You just feel it. All the things you said. So when I'm on my graveyard, I forgot you, oh Lord, and I threw you away, I kicked you away. But at last, on my graveyard, when I remember you and when I realize you, I came to know all the things. But that was at the last moment, at the final moment on my graveyard. This is it. So I requested Anshuji again to translate Hindi, to translate into Hindi, but I would like to say just a few words, and the session will be wrap up. It's time, I think. So thank you once again for being a part of Tasty Sounds. I hope this event leaves you with a sense of fulfillment, a deeper connection to the diverse cultures around us, and an application for art and poetry in its many forms. Anshuji, please continue with Hindi and wrap up. Thank you.
थैंक यू सर. कविता का शीर्षक है कब्रिस्तान पर विलाप. मेरे जैसा मूर्ख मूर्ख तुम्हें क्या लौटा सकता है मेरे दोस्त, उन सभी प्यार और बलिदानों के लिए जो तुमने मेरे लिए अंत तक दिए. तुमने अपने दिल को दांव पर लगा दिया. मेरे जैसे हृदयहीन के प्यार के लिए मैं मूर्ख था कि तुम्हारा स्वर्ण पंक्तिबद्ध दिल इतना मुक्त फेंक दिया. आज मैं अपने मूर्खतापूर्ण तरीकों पर विलाप करता हूं, क्योंकि मैंने जान लिया कि तुम वास्तव में कौन थे, कौन हो. मेरे गालों पर आंसू बह रहे हैं, रंग फीके पड़ गए हैं, मेरी आत्मा पर निशान रह गए हैं. मेरी आंखें रातों की नींद हराम करने से झुर्रीदार हो गई है. उस प्यार से पीड़ित हूं जिसे मैं कभी देख नहीं पाया. पछतावे के आईने में मुझे तुम्हारी अमर वफादारी का प्रतिबिंब मिल गया है. धन्यवाद आप सभी मेहमानों का, चेयर सर, आप सभी पोएट्स का कीमती समय निकालकर आप यहाँ सभागार में आए, इस सभागार की शोभा को बढ़ाया. मैं अंशु अग्रवाल आप सभी का पुनः तहे दिल से आभार प्रकट करती हूँ. ये सत्र हमारा आज के कार्यक्रम का यहीं पर समाप्त होता है और दूसरा सत्र हम लोग ठीक 12 बजे शुरू करेंगे. थैंक यू.